After receiving the Moroccan Minister of Economic Inclusion, Mohsin Jazouli, we are now interviewing in our studio the Spanish Minister of Inclusion, Social Security, and Migration, Mr. Jose Luis Escrivá. First of all, it's such an honor to have you in our studio. Welcome
Pleasure.
to Morocco. Welcome to our studio. Before jumping to the main questions that we would like to ask you, Minister, I know that you just had a bilateral discussion with our Minister of Inclusion, Mohsin Jazouli. I would like to ask you how that went, first of all.
Well, it went actually very well, of course.
Okay.
We have a very close relationship between the two ministries because we are dealing with issues of common interest to both countries. So we have been reviewing a number of projects and initiatives that in which we are working together, and at the same time we have been talking also about the challenge for the both countries of the World Champions in 2030, and we have been preliminary discussion about how the cooperation between the two countries, also in the area of our ministries, should be established in order for this major event to be successful and be supported from our governments.
So beside the projects that are related to the World Cup, what are the ongoing projects between Morocco and Spain?
As you know, there is already for quite a number of years a program of circular migration between Morocco and Spain for agricultural activities. We have now preparing the new program for next year. Will be larger than in previous year. 15,000 workers will move to Spain. Okay. Now we have actually passed the legislation in order to simplify it. The bureaucracy, so that they only need a work permit once for 4 years, and also there is a possibility to remain working in Spain
and this is
after 4
only
years.
Going to be applied to workers?
Yes, to workers.
Okay.
Circular workers that have been working in Spain after 4 years would remain in Spain for a long-term
There
permit.
aren't any criterias. All jobs are included.
No, all jobs are included. All jobs in all sectors. So it's a general policy.
Yes.
We are also very happy of projects that we have developed together for some of these workers in the agriculture, that they got some skills during their period in Spain and training that they are now using in Morocco when they are back in order to be entrepreneurs and launch their own businesses. So this is an area we have discussed. We have also preparing vocational training in Spain for Moroccans, that particularly in the areas of agro-industry, where they can get the skills that then can be used both in Spain and Morocco once they have these new capacities for working.
Yes.
And we finally also discussed projects for drivers. There is a shortage of drivers, of trucks or buses in Europe in general, in Spain, and we are trying to find the ways to facilitate Moroccan drivers to operate in Spain easier than now. And finally, there are also for training is essential. I think that training, education, in the interaction of the two countries for the cooperation, and we have also pilot problems in the Canary Islands, where for interesting sectors that we have also reviewed.
That's wonderful. I think that laws in this matter is so important. So my next question is, what recent legislation in Spain is relevant for Moroccan students and workers?
For students, for instance, now we have facilitated that Moroccan students in Spain will only need one permit once, even if they are going to study in Spain for more years.
More than years.
In the past, they had to do it every year, and it was cumbersome. So now it will be once. And the second thing is that we will allow them to work part-time while they are studying in Spain, but also to work to have work permits when they finalize their studies if they wish to remain in Spain.
Yes.
That's also very, very relevant.
My last question to you, Minister. As presidency of the European Union, Spain has taken the presidency in the following semester. What initiatives are you adopting in your ministry, of course, that are relevant for our country?
Well, I think since there are quite a number of Moroccans working in the European Union in different countries, we want, during this Spanish presidency, during this semester, to finalize 2 directives. A directive is a piece of legislation applicable in the entire European Union for what we call a single permit that would allow workers that are allowed to work in one country to move to work to other countries so that they only need a single permit for the entire Union.
Yes.
The other directive, which might be also relevant for some Moroccans, is the long-term residence. The long-term residence implies to harmonize at the European level the requirements, not to need short-term permits, but already a long-term one for working in the Union, so that they can accumulate the periods for the requirement of the length of stay in Europe. They can accumulate the periods of working in different countries. So these are, I think, relevant initiatives.
And do you think that having Spain as the president of the European Union is going to be a big change in terms of migration in Europe?
Well, I think that in addition to these 2 directives, we are trying to get to pass what is called Asylum and Migration Pact, which is something that it's not easy at the European level because there are different positions in countries, but I think that if we get a good, let's say, balance between what we call solidarity among European countries and at the same time responsibility, there are chances that this could be passed this time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jose Luis Escrivá,
A
for
pleasure.
answering our questions. I would like first to say sorry that because we said the name of another minister, we wanted to say Mr. Younes Kouri. I will be leaving you and we will end the broadcast of our special covering of the annual assembly. See you tomorrow for another covering. Je vous donne rendez-vous demain pour une autre couverture des assemblées annuelles 2023 de la Banque mondiale et du Fonds monétaire international.